Hello children, welcome to day 7 class of ELGA 10 unit 5. Do you remember what sound patterns we learnt in the previous class? Yes, we learnt ALK sound, A-L-K, ALK as in chalk, walk, etc. And we learnt sound as in water. So now can you people read these words? Yes, the first word is talk and the second word is swat. So now I will give you 30 seconds time. You people can read all the words given in SR7 of your student reader. Open your student reader and read all the words with ALK and A vowel sounds. Yes, I hope you people have read. And today, in our whole words part, we are going to see how to frame sentences. So far, we have learned 10 whole words. You people have also learned the spelling of the whole words. And in this class, we are going to see how to frame sentences using a word. So, the first whole word which we learned in this unit is greatest, right? You see here, Mahatma Gandhi was one of the greatest leaders of the world. So we have used the word greatest in a sentence. With the word greatest, we have framed a sentence, right? So similarly, you people are now going to frame sentences with these words. Take your rough note. I will give you 5 minutes. You people can frame words, frame sentences with these words. Kindly make it fast, children. Yes, I hope you people have completed framing sentences using these words. Now you can stop writing. Can you tell me what is meant by main idea, children? Yes, we have already learnt about main idea. Main idea is what the passage telling us about the particular topic. We also have learnt what is meant by supporting details. So the details which support the main idea are called supporting details. We have also learnt 5 clues on how to find out the main idea of a text. Right? The step 1 is to read the title and headings. Step 2 is to look at all the pictures. Step 3 is to reread the first sentence and the last sentence. Step 4 to look for the important words, and step 5 is to ask what is this passage or storytelling. Right? So this is how you will identify the main idea in a given text. So now we are going to watch a video and you are going to identify the main idea of the story. Okay, so you can take these 5 points in your note. I will give you 1 minute time to take down these points. Take down the 5 clues on how to find the main idea of a text. After 1 minute, I will play a video and you are going to watch the video and find the main idea of it. Take your rough note and copy down the 5 clues on how to find out the main idea of a text. Yes, I hope you people have taken down the clues. Now, you can watch the video.
Today we're going to learn about the American President Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, was born February 12, 1809, in Kentucky. His father was a farmer, and his family was very poor, living in a small, one-room log cabin. While Lincoln was still very young, his family moved to Indiana, and then again to Illinois. He only went to school for 1 year, but he loved books and learning, and taught himself as much as he could. When he was 22 years old, Abraham Lincoln left home to work at a general store. It was there that he got his nickname, Honest Abe. Once Lincoln and his wife were watching a play at the Ford Theater in Washington, D.C., when he was shot in the head by a man named John Wilkes Booth. Abraham Lincoln died the next morning on April 15th, 1865. He was the first American president to be assassinated. Abraham Lincoln once said, "I want it said of me by those who knew me best, that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow." He is widely considered to be one of the greatest presidents in American history. His leadership during the Civil War and his defense of human liberty make him an American hero. His face is on pennies and $5 bills. He was included in Mount Rushmore, and a memorial for him stands in Washington, D.C. I hope you enjoyed learning about Abraham Lincoln. Goodbye till next time.
Yes, I hope you people understood the content of the video. And now draw the house diagram in your rough note and fill in with the topic, main idea and supporting details which you have collected from the video we watched now. I will give you 2 minutes time for filling the house diagram. Kindly make it fast, children. Only 1 minute more. Finish it soon. Okay, stop writing, children. I hope you people would have filled in the table. So the main idea of the video is that it gives information about the life of Abraham Lincoln, and the video tells us why he is considered as one of the greatest presidents in the history of America. And next we are going to learn connectors in our class today. So connectors are the words which connect two or more ideas. So for example, and, but, or. So connectors are the words which connect two or more ideas, two or more words. At times it also connects two or more sentences. Right. Now let's see what is connectors. We can observe through some sentences. Now look at these sentences. Virat made a world record. Virat made India proud. Virat made a world record and made India proud. What did Virat do? What is the difference between sentence A and B, children? So in sentence A, we have two different sentences, and in B, we have one sentence, but the idea is same, right? So A has two sentences, whereas B has one sentence which is connected by the word and, but the meaning has not been changed, right? So and is used when both ideas are of equal importance. Okay, so in both A and B, the meaning remains the same. The only change is Question A has two sentences, question B has one sentence which is connected using the word and is a connector. So we use and when both ideas in a sentence have equal importance, right? Now look at these two sentences. Virat made a world record, India lost the match. Virat made a world record, but India lost the match. So, what is the difference between the sentences A and B? Yes, A has two sentences and B has one sentence connected by the word but. Has the meaning changed? No. In both the sentences, the meaning remains same and the word but connects two sentences or phrases which has unlike ideas or contrary ideas. Okay, so it is used to show contradiction, the difference. And now observe these sentences. We can eat an apple, we can eat an orange. We can eat an apple or an orange. What is the difference between sentence A and B, children? Yes, it's same. A has two sentences and B has one sentence which is connected by the word or. Has the meaning changed? No. The meaning remains the same and the word or connects two sentences or phrases to show a choice or opinion. Right? So today we have learnt about three connectors. They are and, but and are. So we call these words and, but, or as connectors. They connect two sentences or two parts of a sentence without changing their meaning. Okay, so the connectors are used to connect two words, sentences or ideas without change in meaning. Right? So and is used when both ideas are of equal importance. For example, Virat made a world record and made India proud. But connects two sentences which are with unlike ideas, contradictory ideas. For example, Virat made a world record but India lost the match. And R is used in order to show that there is one choice or option. For example, we can eat an apple or an orange, right? So, we have learnt three connectors in our class today. They are and, but and or. And next we are going to see about an opinion article. So far we have learnt how to ideate, draft, enhance, edit and publish our opinion article. We have also seen how to speak out our opinion article. So an opinion article should have your opinion in the beginning. It should have three passages of your details supporting your opinion and finally it should end with a ending sentence, right? So now you people are going to read SR3 and SR8 from your student reader, unit 5. Draw this table in your rough note. You are going to write an opinion article about Abraham Lincoln. So you will be given 5 minutes for doing this. Kindly make it fast, children. Yes, I hope you people have completed ideating and drafting your opinion article about Abraham Lincoln. So now the next step is to edit and enhance your article. Right, for this we use the cups and arms strategy. So first let's recap what is cup strategy. So after completing your opinion article, you have to check the capital letters. That is, you have to use capital letters at the beginning of a sentence for proper nouns and for the letter I. And U stands for use of prepositions and connectors. Check if you have used prepositions and connectors in the places necessary. And P stands for put one finger space between the words. Check if you have used one finger space. Check if you have left one finger space between two words. And S stands for spellings. Check if you have written all the spellings correctly. And then arm strategy, A for adding details and words. So if you think that you can add any extra details or words to your draft, you can add them. R stands for remove unnecessary words. When you find any unnecessary words written, you can remove them. M stands for move words or sentences. At times you people might have written the order of the sentences wrongly. So if you want to change the order of the sentence, you can do that correction. And S stands for substitute or change words. So if you want to replace a word with another, you can do so. Okay. So you will do this as your homework. So far you have drafted your opinion article about Abraham Lincoln. So you are going to use cups and arms strategy. You are going to edit and enhance your opinion article. You are going to publish it. You are going to write it as a published version. So this will be your homework for today. With this, our class ends for today. Thank you, children.